I want to first talk about BYU and the hospitality that we received since we've been out here. Incredible people. Starts with the head football coach, incredible man, and it's a hard place to play. They've got a trooper at quarterback. He's a fighter. He was hurt coming into the game, and got hit in the second quarter and just got back up. But I think that's what the BYU program is about toughness and things of that nature. So I want to give them a lot of credit because they played extremely hard. We just got fortunate, had a few stops, and of course our offense was on fire for most of the game, and that, Kendall Browse needs credit for that. Cody Kennedy, those guys that had a great game plan. A lot of it trying to get the receivers to the middle of the field, and they did. So really, really pleased with the win. We're exactly where we were last year at this point, 4-3. Got a big stretch, but we need the time off to get healthy, and we're going to use it that way.
So you think when the officials went to the replay booth, the spot from their play where they backed it up, they went 4 on 4th and short, and then they fumbled, was that probably the play of the game?
I think so. I think that was a big turning point in the game because we had, let's face the facts, we hadn't been able to stop them. And we get it, and we go right down and score, and then I believe we come back and score again right before half. I think we scored twice with maybe around 4 minutes to go and a half. I think we ended up having that fumbled snap. We went and scored, and then I think we scored with maybe 30, 40, 50 seconds left right before the half. That to come in at half 10-point lead was huge because they had the ball the first possession of the second half.
What do you think of KJ rebounding? A little shaky start. They had a long
I didn't see it. I mean, I thought he played fantastic, Tom. I think you might be talking about, his runs weren't going very good early, but I think BYU said we're not going to let him run the football. They were holding back their linebackers on the weak side, but our running backs had a good day running the football. But yeah, to answer your question, I thought it was really good, when you don't play for a week. But we were fortunate that he practiced all week, practiced on Monday and all those things. So I was real proud of him. He's fine, by the way. He had a stinger. He's fine. He could have went back in the game. At that point, there was really no need to go back in the game. And BYU had a nice goal line stand there at the end, but really proud of KJ. The third down play, Tom, before half, I have no idea how he got out of that and how he made that play. And that was another, probably the second biggest play of the game. And of course, us going 12 for 15 in third down was, 75% in third down is incredible. So I think that's what it is. There's that 80, 12 15. Come on. 12 15 is 80, isn't it?
It's good.
That's really good.
Sam Sanders had a fumble early, just like against Missouri State. That came back, had a huge game, just like against Missouri State. How motivated do you think he was? Just what you think of his performance?
Well, that the counter down the sideline was nice, wasn't it? I don't think anybody touched him, late in the game for us to go up 17. But obviously we've got to. What was the turnover ratio today? 1-to-1, 2-to-1. We won it. Then who was it? Hud and who? And the fumble. I got it. And so I was really pleased. BYU had only turned the ball over 3 times all year, and we had matched ours. Certainly don't want to turn it over once, Bob, but I thought Rocket really rebounded it after that and had a really good game.
There was a long stretch there, maybe from the second to the third quarter, where he didn't play. Was that just a matter of the running back rotation? Or?
No, I think when, I didn't feel like he was hitting holes what he should have, and he put the ball on the ground. We're not going to, we got to let the guys think about it for a minute. And that's just coach, and we got other backs that can go in there. But he's a great kid and he rebounded.
How
would you-
motivating do you think that was for him, that you sat him down and fumbled?
You know, I don't know. I think it's pretty motivating for anybody who cares, and I know he does. So anytime you're thinking you should be in the game and you're not, I think it's motivating.
How would you characterize the season he's had for y'all through 7 games, Rocket?
Pretty incredible. You know, if you told me at the beginning of the year, what are we in game 7? And what's he have, over 800 yards or so, close to 900 yards. If you had said that, I'd said our offensive line is kicking major butt and he's running extra hard. But I think he'll just get better. He's a conscientious kid and works extremely hard.
Coach,
Good player.
You guys were very successful in third down today.
Yeah, it was incredible. You know, there was so many times, you know, you have to make, obviously you've got decisions to make on fourth down, you know, and there's so many times that I'm going, okay, KB, you've got 2 here, or if you don't get it, I'm punting it, or, you know, I try to tell him before the play what's going on before he calls the third down play. And by golly, they got it almost every time. I did kick a field goal on 1 4th and 4. I remember. I don't remember the other 2 that we didn't get. I don't remember. I don't know if we went for. I don't think I ever went for a fourth down today, besides the goal line one. So that might have been the other third down we didn't convert. So I was so happy for him. You know, Matt. I don't know if Matt thought we was going to be airing it out every play, you know, when he came here. But for him to have 8 catches and 3 touchdowns, I mentioned him. I very rarely mention anybody in post game, talk about the team and what we did, but I mentioned him today. And Keywan Parker when the Keywan came in and you know, when Malik went out. So we need to get healthy, guys, but I thought that was really good for Matt and for the team. Bad. You know, we didn't bring JJ Slusher, Tykees Crawford. Malik went out. We're beat up. We won't be when we come back to play Auburn, and we won't. I've got an idea of what we're going to do next week, but a big part of it is we're going to get healthy as we can get, and then we're going to go try to make a run, just like we did last year. We're, like I said before, we're identical to where we were last year. We're going to go try to make a run. We've got a good football team. We've got an opportunity to do that.
Just a long run by Rocket. It looked like Hudson got a nice.
He did. Yeah, he did. Hud was the second puller on that. You know, Bo was 1 and Hud was 2. He got a fantastic block. He was so pumped up. So not as much as I was, but yeah, he was. He was excited about it. He did a great job.
Coach, your offense scored on 8 consecutive possessions. Tell us what kind of goes into that and building the confidence moving forward and how that affected your defense and your strategy there.
Well, defense, I don't know how much it really, I think we might have took a little bit more of a chance there after we went up 17, going after him a little bit more, but I don't know the defense. We were just trying to find a way to stop the guy, stop him. But I know for myself, anytime we went up 10 or went up 17, there was a little bit of a relief, because if we ever could stop them, you know, especially when we went up 17, and then we haven't even talked about, I don't know how many minutes. You guys know how many minutes the last drive was? Yeah, that's pretty phenomenal. You know, you go 10 minutes down and we didn't score. Honestly, I wanted to score. I did, but I wasn't going to call something to, you know, try to embarrass BYU or anything. I don't mean that. They did a heck of a job of stopping our 4 plays down there trying to score. So I scratched that. They stopped us. And, but we were trying to score.
Same with Chavis, when he went down, that's, 6 DBs are down, including guys like Helen. You're playing guys like Gordon and Parker and, but you sort of, the defense, played a lot better second half. What you think of that? And can you tell us about that?
Well, there was one point there in the second quarter that I told Barry, I said, I don't care if they run the ball on us for 400 yards. I don't care. Make them run it. And we went to our 3-man line, and I didn't. I was tired of seeing interferences and guys open and scoring. So was Barry. I'm not saying that, but I said, I don't care if they run for 500 yards. Just make them run the football. And it worked there right before half twice. And then it worked so good on the opening drive they had in the second half, but won the game. They're doing about all they can do back there, trying to figure out who to play. We'll get better. We'll coach them up better. But I was proud of the guys that went in the game and played. They played hard.
You know what happened to Chavis?
Yeah, he got his bell rung. So
Do you
Do
feel
you
like you're
think
gonna
it would
get,
be a shootout like this early on?
I don't know what I thought, to be honest with you. I thought they had a really good team, and I was worried about Hall. Very worried about Hall. I was hoping we could run the football. But I told KB all week, I said, let's just open it up and throw the ball on first down and throw the ball in the middle of the field. That's where we thought they might be the weak, not weak, but thought we might could complete some passes. And I was worried about, because their receivers are really good at one-on-one catching. They're big and they catch the ball extremely well. And so I was more concerned about their passing game than I was their running game, because obviously that exploits our secondary, who playing as hard as they can, but we've got to play better.
You didn't take this as just another game. You kind of.
No, this was
out there.
no, this was everything. And I've done that twice. One was against Missouri 2 years ago, and the problem was we played Alabama right after that. We lost. Remember, they kicked a field goal right before, at the end of the game, and we had thrown all our eggs in this basket. And this is a must win. And I said I'd never do it again. And because we didn't come out and play very well at all. It was Alabama, I get it, but we didn't play as well as we could have. Because we had the bye, I wanted to let the kids know how big this is for us. Puts us right back into, a really good bowl. It puts us right back where we can finish second or third in the league, all this kind of stuff. I know it didn't have anything to do with SEC standings. I'm not saying that, but it had everything to do with confidence that we needed. Everything. And to beat a team on the road at BYU, that should help us. But yeah, we put all the eggs in this basket, and fortunately it worked this time.
And when you have an open day, if you lose, you have 2 weeks to steal about it. But how important it is.
Oh my God, could you imagine getting on that plane, we're losing? Oh my Lord. Hearing how terrible I am and all that. And how bad I need to fire KB and all this kind of, come on, the man scored 50. We scored 52. I'm not getting into that, but what I am getting into is I'm so happy that we won, and I'm going to get on that plane with my beautiful wife and our team and enjoy the heck out of it. We're off tomorrow, and I'm off. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to go to church, but I don't know what I'm going to do. But I know what I'm not doing, and I'm not going in the office. We're off.
do you feel like, you mentioned getting healthy this next week. Do you feel like most of those guys will be?
Yes.
Secondary?
Look, I think so. I believe that we can have everybody except for Cat and Day Day back for Auburn, and we'll see. But that's what I truly believe. You gonna ask a question? This is a good looking old kid right here.
One more. Coach, thank you.